Good morning. It's a beautiful sunny day with humidity to make things grow. And I'm going to show you what my cut flower garden is doing. And then I'll take you around to see what's happening up by the house. The zinnias, they have been pretty, and the Cosmo too, for the last week or so. And they're just putting on more flowers, more flowers. It's still wet, no need to water. The amaranthus is looking very handsome. And I did get my last dahlia that I found. This was the only dahlia that they had left at Menards. And they were little, tiny, skinny, but I bought them anyway. And they're supposed to be dinner plates. I can't remember what colors, because some of them that I had put in earlier this season, or last season in spring, early spring, they died off, and now I really don't know which is which. So that's kind of the norm for me. Things don't grow, and but I put them in pots so that they didn't get flooded anymore, and they're doing pretty good in there. The dahlias up at the house, they are big and strong, and they're the bumblebee ones, and they are pretty. I think they're the hardiest of all the dahlias that I've ever put out. But I have some gomphrena, and it's speckled around this garden a little bit. I have some status coming up. I have been pulling weeds all the time, and I'm about done with it. I can't help it sometimes. I say this, nope, I'm not going to pull no weeds today, but here I am. It bothers me, but I can't get them all, and it is what it is. I keep them off from around the plants as much as I can, and that's it. Now, the lisianthuses are budding. I have a bud here and a bud here, and these are the, what are these? The black pearls. And these have no buds on them yet, but they're the Voyage Deep Red. This one is. And these are the Voyage Deep Rose. I think, yeah, these are the same. Deep roses. And I think that one's getting a bud on it too. I'm pretty sure. So they're budding, and that's so exciting for me. You know how long, if you followed me, you know how long it's taken me to figure it out, to keep them good while they're growing, and I did it this year, finally, after like 4 or 5 years. This is the 5th year, I'm sure. And these have buds. These are my Luna Rose hibiscus that I put in the ground up here. I found out they are hardy, and but I will still cover them once they get cut down in the fall. I will mulch them up real good, and then put something over them so that hopefully they'll come back next year on their own. And of course, my purple cone flowers, they're just beautiful. I wish I had some different colors. And this is another amaranthus. And these are the milkweed, the hairy ball milkweed. So, okay, let's carry on. I do have some yarrow back here, some perennials. I have some Flourish and yarrow and a couple of those milkweed. I'm hoping to have a lot of caterpillars this year. And let's see, my daisies are finally blooming. They're just cute. They're cute. I don't know if they were supposed to get this tall. I was thinking about 12 to 18 inches. That probably would be about right. But that's fine. That's fine. Some of them are perennials and some of them are annuals, and I don't know which is which. They all look kind of the same to me. I'm thinking maybe the annuals are the ones that are blooming now, and the perennials are waiting till next year. I don't know. Isn't this so full and pretty? And these are my white mums. They are growing really good with them. I don't think this is supposed to be in there. And then some verbena. And I'm trying to get my mandevilla going again, but I don't think she will. I don't think we can winter it over unless we keep it in a very warm spot, which I did. But it flowered all through the fall and winter until one day it stopped blooming. But I keep it watered, and I'll see what happens. My rose lilies, my very, very pretty, they're cracking open finally. So by this evening or tomorrow, a lot of them, some of them, this is cracked open, and some others, but it will put on a really beautiful show. I love them. They're so pretty. This is getting filled out. Some of my volunteer petunias are coming out, and this should be full. In a few weeks, this will be full. It should be. I can plug my hose back up to the well now because I know the well is very full. And let's see, I pulled some flax out of here. I wanted to, my Canterbury bowl, my Canterbury bells. I noticed that they keep blooming, so I wanted them to be able to get some sun and rebloom. Let's see here. This is looking kind of messy, but I knew it would. And until I get my mulch, which will be next week, I will get my mulch, and I'm going to get some things for here. I'm kind of thinking maybe I might put a couple of pieces of flax over here, so it kind of has the same elements as these. And I took my hosta out and put it back behind the house, so it was just getting crushed. It needed to be on its own so it could grow better. So anyway, have a little bit of phlox coming up there, but it's gone. Phlox is not gonna. I'm thinking about taking my cactus and putting it up around that rock, because that penny, I think I'm going to take that penny out, and I might just put the penny somewhere else. Maybe it would bloom somewhere else, but I think I'm going to take that penny out and put the cactus around that rock. I think it's more fitting. And when it blooms, it will be beautiful. So that will be a job for me here, maybe next week. Once I get my mulch and I can do it all at once. All right. And plus, with the flax, I want some of these, more of these, around this tree. Because I just love these. And they get tall, and they just flutter in the wind. It's so pretty. And here's my canterbury bells that are reblooming. And I just want everything to flourish. I don't want too much of anything that's going to kill out another flower. My begonia is looking very happy. She got winded yesterday, but she held up. She held up real nicely. When the sun hits her, it looks like she's got glitter on her. So pretty. This right now in the shade and with the wind blowing, it's hard to see her actual beauty. I need to clear these out, cut them back so I can have room to do something else here. And these are about to bloom. These are the Luna rose hibiscus, but some of them are white with red in the middle, red or pink in the middle of them, and some of them are red. And I need to maybe look up and maybe see what pH they need to be red. I don't know if it's possible. I think they just do what they do. I don't know. And this is always looking pretty. She's spreading my hardy geraniums. This is where we're going to plant our Japanese maple right here. I think it'll be a good place. That way when we're sitting on the porch, we can see her, and also in front as well. But we wanted her about 4 feet away from the house. She has soft roots, so they're pretty delicate. So I have to make sure there's not a lot of rocks and stuff in her way. I'm going to have to dig down and make sure I get just nice dirt and pull it's going to be a job to get her a place where she can be happy. So, because of her roots. So she's not a hard root tree, so she wouldn't damage anything on a foundation or anything like that. You could put her anywhere as long as you pay attention to her delicate roots. My Centaurea is growing, and these have done very well. I need to probably clip them off so they could regrow again. But they've been doing really good this year. And this, I didn't realize that I must have pulled it out with some weeds. So I'm going to get some dirt and my little shovel and get her put back in the ground properly. Because sometimes when you're pulling weeds, you accidentally get too close and pull out a flower. And it needs to get back in there. And the sunflowers, they're growing up. They'll be up before you know it. They'll be putting on beautiful neon orange and some almost red flowers. They are beautiful. I love them. I tried them out last year in my cut flower garden, and I decided to put it all along the front of the house this year. My canna is doing good in that pot. So is the Coleus. And here's another Centaurea. She's a little bit farther than those are. But they'll come out. They'll be pretty. And let's see, my bee balm is bloomed out, and I have bees, lots of bees visiting. So, and the bees ain't gonna hurt you. You just leave them alone, let them do their thing, let them get their food, and they're not going to bother you. So, yeah, there's supposed to be some different colors, but I don't mind. Once they get established in a year or two, they'll probably throw out their, I had some dark red and I had some pink. I did get a pink one, just a little one this year, but I'm just happy that they are blooming. Coleus in here, and I have a couple geraniums in here. She's got a lot of buds on her. She's gonna bloom. My ernguam is starting to go purple, and the whole stem will be purple by the time it's set down. This is the white one. She's not doing so well, but man, she was sitting in water and everything. I need to clip off the dead off of it a little bit. There's a red geranium in here. I hope she grows up higher so she can be seen. If not, I may have to take out some of the geraniums. And I think I probably should have did a geranium one and a coleus one. But I thought if they could grow up enough to be seen, then I don't know. And I have my hostas. This is a lily hosta. Last year I cut the stem out of it and it never came back. I'd rather just have the foliage anyway. I really don't like all the mess that the lily makes, so it's fine. I like it that way. I have my ivy. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but boy, it's growing. It is growing. Maybe it can grow around this a little bit. Columbine, they're done. They might come back out in the fall, I'm not sure. And this is a pretty hosta I have. This is a newcomer this year. I can't wait to see what she does. Let her get rooted in and see what happens with her. And my nasturtium. I want them to come up. I've got 2 pots of it in there, and I want her to come up and start blooming and fall over the edge of the canter. And I took my begonia, my hardy begonia out, and it wasn't doing very well. And I took this one, and this one out from the arbor garden. And now I have 6. But this is my hardy begonia, and she is looking a little better here. A little better. This is a great place for hostas because they get the water that flows off the roof, and they'll be wet. This place stays wet almost all year. Hardly ever have to water it, and that's good for hostas because the more water you give them, the bigger they get. Yes, we have the air on, thank goodness. Air conditioning is a blessing. I remember growing up, we never had air conditioning, never. And I had long hair, and Mom would take a wet comb and comb my hair back and put it in a ponytail. But yeah, this is the rhubarb that I've had for years now. And these I put in this year. These are the ones I grew from seed a while back. This is the only one that's just a little bit squimish. And So I try to keep the weeds away from them. They don't like weeds. So anyway, and the grapes are coming on. They're going to be some nice grapes this year, I think. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is the one that didn't get, I thought I put it up here, maybe the birds would eat it, but it fell off the limb, so nope, they didn't want it. My Flourish back here, milkweed. I hope to find lots of cool looking caterpillars back here so I can help them make a butterfly. Monarchs mostly, and I like the tiger ones. This needs weeded again. My blackberries, they're all pretty much turning red. Probably be about another month or so before they really will turn black and we can pick them and eat them. Maybe make some jelly, which I've never done. I don't think I've ever made jelly. I think I always put it in pie or ate them. Like the strawberries and all that. I make pie. So I don't know what my husband will want. He may just want pie. So if he does, then that's where they'll go. Oh, I can't stop pulling weeds. And this is so weedy. I had it under control kind of the other day. Good grief. But it is what it is, and I'll get to it again. But the strawberries are growing and they're spreading. And my new ones, my seascapes, are doing well. They're growing out and sending out lines, and they'll be good, I hope. We had one strawberry of the seascape, and it's good. It's kind of a tart, sweet tart strawberry, perfect for pie. So I can't wait for them to get going. And I haven't got another greenhouse yet, but it's in the works. Probably in a couple weeks, at least get a cover for it so we can have a greenhouse again. I don't see the need to really replace these. My husband wants to, but you know, it's crooked here, but I think just putting a new cover on it will be good. And so that's maybe what we'll do. I'm going to tell him, don't worry about it. It's going to work anyway. It'll work just fine with just a cover. And my potting shed, and my little hut. I don't think my lilac bush is going to grow. I don't know. It just not doing good at all. Yesterday, I was looking up on the shelf where my amaryllises were, and I seen some green. And right there, it's turning green. So I gave them a bit of water, and you don't want to water from the top. Just water the dirt. You don't want any water going in this part at all. So maybe get a head start on Christmas. I cringe because we haven't even had summer yet. But maybe you can put them in the ground and leave them as a pretty leaf plant. but I've just left them in their pots and watered them. But we'll see what they do. Okay, that sounds like fun. I think I'm going to leave this open a little bit today because it is going to be another scorcher. Very hot and humid. I'd love to have my pool out. It's just a small pool. It's enough for me to do a little bit of exercising in or whatever, or cool off when it's really hot and I'm out here doing things, and I could just jump in it. And the only place is be right here. And then I told my husband, well, no, we can water the garden with it once it's done, because I'm probably not going to put any chlorine or anything in it like that. It's got a tarp to sit on, and it's got a tarp to go over it so I can cover it at night. We will see how that goes. My husband is not fond of a pond, but I miss my aerobics, my water aerobics from back home. It really helps to get your muscles back. And people like me that can't really do a lot of ground or floor exercises, the water is excellent. So, excuse me. But anyway, look how beautiful that is out there. It's so peaceful feeling. The deers come out when it gets a little cooler at night, and then over here we just have beautiful scenery. We're so blessed to have this place. It's just very pretty all the way around us. Yeah, there's my manure spreader that my husband's supposed to fix up for me, but he had a little bit of trouble with cancer, so I'm not holding him to it. I'm doing just fine. If somebody would like a bouquet of flowers, then I'll get them a bouquet of flowers. No problem. Anyway, my roses were so happy to have some sun yesterday. They are just taken off. They are taking off. So gorgeous. Oops. What's on you, a thripe? That one's about done. Perfect bud. Yeah, it looks like I have thripes or something. So I'm going to have to spray them. Cap'n Jack's dead bug. Here I come. All right, you guys, I think that's it for today. I hope you're having a wonderful day. God bless you. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.